This is CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Vicki Barker in London. New guidance on keeping yourself and others safe during the pandemic.
I'm Tom Foti. Get used to far more masked people on the street and in stores. Centers for Disease Control is now recommending we wear some. It is not an order.
From the Weller Complex in Lincoln, Delaware, here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you are watching Weller Does Delmarva. We're going to be live right here in your living room on TV Delmarva. We're on many Facebook pages. We are on Delaware 105.9 in just a moment or so, and we're doing our best to be everywhere, okay? So I hope you hang in there with us. The show is 2 hours long. I'm going to say it like this. The show is only 2 hours long. That's all you're going to get of me today is 2 hours. But anyway, good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you're watching on Facebook and can start a watch party for all your friends, we would appreciate that. I think the first person I'm going to chit-chat with is Colin Walls. Colin, are you ready yet? Or
I'm ready.
Wait.
I'm ready. And the first thing I need to say is you're watching TV Delmarva, W14 DKD Dagsboro. That is the station
official
ID we have to do at the top of the hour. So I want to make sure I got that in to keep us legal. So anyway, that's what you're watching. We are licensed to Dagsboro, but we are a Seaford station. Our tower is in Seaford. So if you're looking for us over the air, point your antenna towards Seaford, Delaware, not the other Seaford that nobody knows about.
Right.
Pointed towards the famous Seaford. That's right. And you can get us over the air. Channel 14. You're going to have to rescan if you don't already have us on your dial. So rescan, point your antenna to Seaford first, then rescan and look for us on Channel 14, W14 DKD. We're going to work on changing those call letters, but those were what we were assigned by the FCC, and we just got to make a change.
I would change them to WALL.
Actually, that's not available.
Okay.
But WLLS is.
Okay, well, that's kind of cool,
that's
too.
pretty close. So, yes.
WLLS.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
That is. So, that's what we're going to look forward to see if we can do. Anyway, TV Delmarva, check us out, Channel 14. We throw in an offer out there that we want to run some ads for people. If you have a small business, we're just going to run an ad for you for free. Make a 30-second ad. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can do this. You can hold your phone up and just talk right into it. It needs to be exactly 30 seconds, though. That's the big thing, because that's what works in our automation system. So that's what we're giving away, giving it to you absolutely free. A lot of people have taken advantage of it, and we really hope to help these small businesses in these times that are tough, because they are tough. And I know
nice gesture.
You know it, Jim. I know it. We're seeing it firsthand ourselves that things are really slowed down.
Yep. From last week to this week, It's been unreal.
Really?
Oh, unreal. Like last week, Weller sold 21 trailers. This week, I don't think we've sold 5 or 6.
Oh.
21 trailers last week. I don't think we sold 5 or 6 this week.
Wow.
I mean, people are just not coming in. They're uncomfortable. They don't want to be out and about. They're hunkered down. Down.
I can agree with that. I think they are hunkered down, and I don't know. It's tough.
I don't either.
And I really hope that these businesses make it through. I want to encourage them to take advantage of these loans the government is giving, just because you're probably going to need it, even if you don't think you're going to need it.
Well, even if you don't need the money, you want to keep the government employed. The last thing you would want to do is they offer a loan and you not take it.
Right.
and then those people just sit around. So you want to keep them busy, keep them employed, and apply for the loan.
But the problem right now is we don't know how long this is going to last. They didn't give us an end date. If they gave us an end date, I think we could figure things out a little bit better.
Correct. We could project, and we could budget, and we could plan.
Right, and we could figure things out. But the uncertainty of what's going on now is really, really hurting businesses.
Right. So what do we do? What else do we do besides get the loan?
Well, I think we're going to have to be creative.
I would use both sides of your paper clips.
But is that how you're doing it? Both sides of paper?
Oh, I meant copy paper.
Oh, okay.
Use both sides of your copy paper. Use your paper clips more than once. Reuse staples. Things like that.
Hey, speaking of paper clips, you know where I get my paper clips from?
I have no idea.
I get them from the bank.
Oh, when you get wads of cash?
Yeah, well, when I go make a deposit or something, I just say, hey, you got it. Because they save the paper clips. They just feel bad for throwing all these, because people...
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All right. What, are we going on the radio?
Yeah.
Paid commercial presentation. The comments
I can't see my monitor either.
do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers.
We're coming on the radio, everybody.
1059.
All right, I hear the music. Kate's in there playing the music. Good morning, Kate. Good morning, Delaware 1059 audience. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Weller Does Delmarva. Okay, we are live at the TV Delmarva studios in an undisclosed location in Lincoln, Delaware. Okay, it is one of the few TV stations you're going to find in Lincoln, all right? As you ride around out in the country, you said, there's a TV station. What did I expect? But anyway, so good morning. This is a weekly show, Weller Does Delmarva. This is show number. What number is this? 343. We've done this show nonstop 343 times. It's amazing. So for those watching on Facebook, do me a favor. Start a watch party. If you're listening in your car, do not look at your radio screen, even though I keep referencing, look at this, look at that. You're not going to be able to see it. But if you don't want to miss anything, this show is being broadcast live on TV Delmarva. You can watch it on Channel 14. You can watch it on your Roku device. You can watch it on your Amazon Fire Stick. You can watch it on Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook or WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Oh, we're going to play the collage in just a second. This is going to be for telling you some of the people that are going to be on, and one of them on the collage is not able to make it. So we do these collages weeks in advance. So we're going to play a collage. You're going to hear the voice of Cool Bobby B, Bob Backman. Then we're going to continue with the show. So I'm ready if they're ready to play the collage. Here we go. Don't stare at your radio. Just keep your hands 10 and 2 and keep right on driving.
This week on Weller Does Delmarva, Denise chats with us about activities to do with the kids during the quarantine. Chad Robinson and Robbie Thompson join us to talk about the Leukemia and Lymphoma Man and Woman of the Year. Pastor John Betts stops by with an encouraging word during this time of need. We are live from the Weller Complex in Lincoln, Delaware. Here's your host, Jim Weller.
Good morning, and I got a couple more guests. I got Senator Brian Pettyjohn going to join us this morning, and I've got Pastor Shawn Rineholt. So anyway, we got an action-packed show. I want to get on with it. You're listening and watching Weller Does Delmarva. I did want to just say thanks a lot to one of our good friends and sponsors, Dave Wilson, Wilson's Auction. They have had to close their business temporarily because of the governor's order. They're not an essential business. So we just want you to keep in mind, if you ever are going to need an auctioneer in the future, if you got a lot of stuff you want to turn into cash, Wilson's Auction will be back. But right now they are temporarily closed due to the state of emergency for the state of Delaware. Now, I do want to remind you, Weller's Utility Trailers is going to be open today at 8 o'clock. We are an essential business, and if you ever want anything that we have to offer, we'll be open from 8 to 2 today. My first guest is a young lady that I've known since a teenager. I've grown to like her, then I grew to love her. So anyway, this is my young bride, Denise Weller, everybody. She's on every Saturday morning, and I wanted to say good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Jim.
How are you?
Doing fine.
And you're excited to be here, I can see.
I am excited. I was a bit late. Not late for the show, but later than I usually arrive.
All right, but you're here now.
I'm here.
All right, so what's it been like? Well, you have your own thoughts. So I was going to ask you, what's it been like living through this quarantine?
Well, it's easy for me because I'm an introvert anyway, and I could just stay on the farm, forever. I could be backdoors woman or whatever, Okay. But I do get out once a week. Okay. And I did make my mask because I hear they're mandatory now if you go out. So
especially if you're driving alone.
Yeah. So I made one of these. Now it's going to be put it on.
Did you make one for me?
No, I did not.
Okay, appreciate it.
I can't picture you wearing one because I can barely wear it. But I think when I go out today, because I do have to go to the store, I'm going to put it on.
Okay.
I'm going to conform to the rules.
Conform.
Confirm. Yeah, because President Trump said it's not mandatory, but he's really suggesting it. Isn't that how it went? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, yeah.
All right, so you are surviving okay.
Yeah, working around the house, playing with the kids. I'm babysitting 3 days a week, and just getting things done around the house. I'm cleaning out.
Now, you're
the barns.
fortunate. You have a grandson named Bane that you babysit.
Yeah, he's adorable.
And he despises being inside.
I know, and that's okay.
He loves it outside.
He does love it
He doesn't want to come in, does he?
Right, even if it's cold. Now, the colder days, I don't love it outside.
Okay.
But I can tolerate it some, but he could be out there all day long if I let him.
He plays on the trampoline.
Plays on the trampoline, rides these little scooters, little bike. He plays on the swing set, in the sandbox.
He's all over the place.
He's all over.
All right. So we have 5 grandkids, but Bane, we have noticed, just loves being outside.
Yeah.
All right. So, Denise, tell me some more about what's going on with Denise Weller and Fine Day Farm. That's what we call our place.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did a few things. I remember last week, I think I talked about a heater vent that I bought. Maybe it was a couple years ago.
Yep.
A heater register. So I got that put on the wall, and
You had to cut the trim and everything.
I had to cut the trim, and
you did a very nice job.
Yeah,
your
it
cuts
was really
were good. Yeah,
really nice job. Yeah, you bought me.
You used your fiend tool.
Yeah, you bought that for me years ago, and I don't use it too much, but it came in handy cutting that trim. Anyway, and I edged one side of the driveway.
I see that. Looks very good.
Yeah, got to do the other side next, I guess. It's been so windy, though.
It has.
What else did I do? I pulled weeds. I'm working on an old rocking chair that I bought at some little whatnot shop or whatever, and it looked
completely
easy.
Rebuilding it.
I know, because it looked easy when I bought it, but it had springs in it, and I was going to reupholster it. Well, that became too laborious, and I didn't know how to do it. So I took the springs out and ended up having to make a whole new seat, and so I upholstered my first seat.
Okay.
So I'm going to finish it today. It's all done.
Do you watch YouTube videos to learn this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's very educational, those YouTube videos.
All right.
And
just
people
checking.
are, just glad to put out information.
Yes, they are. And some of it's helpful.
Yeah, it's all really helpful usually that I come across. So that's what I'm doing, just piddling around the house, getting ready to clean out a barn.
Okay. We're going to sell the barn.
Yeah, or I'm ready to get rid of it.
Yeah, we're not giving it away.
Okay, we're
going to sell the barn. Okay, I don't have all my dimensions here. I forgot what size it was, but
I don't remember.
We're going to have a used barn for sale, so keep an eye on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
Are you doing much Facebook lately?
Not too much. I did notice on Facebook, it would be, used to be you'd see pictures of people's vacations or kids or just family life or, just stuff. And it just seems like now there's just not as much. It's everybody's putting up the little funny quotes and the little, but it's not so much.
Well, they're all home
stuff
watching TV
anymore.
now. They're busy.
Is that what it is?
People are busier. Yeah, they've got hooked on, what's that, Tagger Man or some new program?
I don't know what that is.
All right. Well, anyway.
So I don't find it as interesting as it used to be, so I'm not on it as much. I'm busy.
You're busy getting things done.
Yeah, I love
What
getting
else have
things
you got to tell us?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm a little late telling this, but I just found this when I took all my Easter decorations out. So this is a book that I read last year during Lent. And it would take me the 40 days to read this book.
Okay.
But maybe if you're interested, it's a very good book. It's about the 3 Marys in the Bible. Mary Magdalene, Mary of Bethany, and Mary of Nazareth, which is Jesus' mom. But it's a really good book to read. So, it's what this is.
You're
what it's
suggesting
called.
this book is a read.
I'm suggesting this book. I read it last year, and if you can put it on your Kindle or something, you can start it, and I'm sure you'll be done by Easter.
What's it called? The
Women of Easter by Liz Curtis Higgs.
All right, and you're endorsing this book.
I'm endorsing that book.
It's a good read.
It's a good read.
For men or women?
I guess for anybody. Probably women would enjoy it more than men. But,
okay.
It's about 3 women.
Okay.
And their how Jesus influenced them and their life with him or whatever. It was good.
Okay.
Because it is Easter time. I mean, tomorrow is Palm Sunday.
It is, isn't it?
Yes, I love it.
It's going to be the first Palm Sunday we can't physically go to a church.
I literally think it is the first time we've never been to church on Palm Sunday.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
In other words, we were given this gift from China, this coronavirus.
Yeah, that's not nice to say that.
All right. Somehow we got this virus from China. I won't call it a gift,
right.
but we got it as a country.
I'm not saying they started it or made some chemical warfare or whatever with it. I'm
not saying they did either. I'm just saying
well,
it came from there.
Right. I heard China's helping us. Didn't Russia and China
That's where we borrow our money.
I know. I don't want to get into that. That's
all right.
horrible.
Well, let's not.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway, yeah. So anyway, it is Easter time. So I want to tell a couple things that are going on.
Tomorrow's Palm Sunday.
Tomorrow's Palm Sunday. That's the day Jesus came in.
Okay, well, you're going to have to leave now. You're out of time.
On the cold.
Go ahead.
And everybody's waving palm branches, and they're excited because they think he's going to take down Rome, I think is what the story is.
Okay.
You know? But anyway, so Calvary Assembly of God is putting on YouTube or Facebook or their website their program that they did last year, and it's called Convinced, and we watched it last night.
It was very informative.
It was very informative. It's not necessarily a production that has like the old time Jesus type that you would think. You know, there's parts of that in there where it's the play and people were dressed in, you know, that kind of clothing and that. But it's a lot about two guys talking to each other. One's a Christian and one's not. And the non-Christian has all these questions like, who created the universe? How do you even prove it? And some of the other questions.
It was good.
Yeah, was why do good things happen to bad people? And, you know, can you really trust the Bible? And this guy was giving him answers, and then it would flash back to biblical times. And it was good. So if you're interested in watching it, it's today it's going to be on at 2 o'clock and 7 o'clock. And tomorrow it's going to be on at 2 o'clock. And you can see these at calvarydover.org. That's their website. You can go to their Facebook page, Calvary Dover, or you can watch it on YouTube on Calvary Dover.
Okay. So we watched it last night, and I would say, you know, it was very good.
Yeah. So, and then another thing is Michael W. Smith is going to be live from his studio tonight at 6 o'clock. And he's doing worship around the world.
Really?
Yeah, so it's just...
Or he's going to be him, and then it will switch to somebody else, and somebody else, I think.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure.
Okay, we'll see.
Right, Michael W. Smith. And who is this Michael W. Smith?
I don't know. He's a
contemporary Christian
artist that I have been watching for years.
We went on a cruise with him.
We did. We went on a cruise with him. We've been to Nashville to see him in concerts. We
went all the way to Salisbury before to see him, I think. Was he at Lamb Jam one time?
No, he's never come to Lamb Jam. He was at the Delaware State Fair one time. I don't know. We've seen him enough that
that we know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we do.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Well, good. Your 5 minutes turned into 10, so
that's okay.
I want you to get your money's worth. In other words, this is a paid segment. Denise is paid to be on the show. No,
am I cutting it down any, or am I?
No, you're doing just
more?
fine. Don't even focus on the time.
Okay.
Okay. I have a couple other people that come on that never focus on the time.
Because that would be bad if you gave other people more time than your wife.
Oh, especially if you were a politician.
Yes.
And I gave one politician more time than another.
Yes.
Ooh, people keep track of that. All right. Anything else?
No, just everybody enjoy the Easter season. Yesterday I played Easter egg hunt with my grandkids in the house. They just love that. We did it over and over again. I had a dozen plastic eggs. I hid them in the house. They found them. Then we had to do it again, and we had to do it again.
Let's talk about this bowl of eggs you have.
Oh, yes.
What is the story with that?
Oh, gosh. Every year, and I didn't get one this year, but every year I would collect a new egg, a real egg. Like some were...
ostrich eggs?
Well, some were chicken eggs that friends of ours raised, and I would write the date on there and where they came from and the name of the bird that it came from. And then I started buying them online, and I got pheasants, I got an emu, I got ostrich, I got a
Is there
dove.
any snake eggs in that bowl?
No, but my sister, she has parrots, and her parrots had a load of eggs that never hatched or never.
So this bowl is full of all kinds of.
Yeah, I even got a
must be
gold
50 of them
macaw
in there.
parrot egg. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it's just something I put out. Very fragile, you know.
You're going to be so upset the day the cat jumps up on that bowl.
I will be livid.
Livid. That cat will be finding a new home.
I know, because I really like the eggs. But this year I couldn't find anything different. I think I've got them all, you know.
You're okay. Don't worry. You don't need any more.
I don't need any more. I've got too much stuff now.
All right.
But it's just one of those things I put out, you know.
It's kind of cool. If you're ever at our house, there's all kinds of kind of cool things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it all.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
All right.
All right. Thank you. There goes Denise Weller, everybody. The life and times of Denise. Thank you very much. All right. What is the next thing I want to talk about? I want to brag on Mid-South Audio, another sponsor of the show, supporter of the show. And I want to tell you something that a lot of churches are doing where they're trying to have like a church service in their parking lot. Everybody's in their vehicle with their windows up, and they want to get like a transmitter to, broadcast right to the radio in their car. I think that's what they're doing. Well, Mid-South Audio is really involved in helping churches be able to stream their services. If you wanted to get one of these transmitters and the antenna and all that stuff, they have a package for you. So if you're a church out there or an organization and you're trying to figure out how to have a meeting and broadcast, right into the parking lot, into everybody's car radio, Mid-South Audio has solutions for you. Or if you're just trying to stream, your service, they can help you with the equipment or, how to set things up and how to make things happen. So there's a lot of things changing in our world right now, and Mid-South Audio is a local company that is adapting by the minute to help people wherever they can help people. So whether you need it shipped to you, you need advice over the phone, you need them to come to you and set it up or whatever, give Mid-South Audio a call. It's 302-856-6993. 302-856-6993. If you need any help with lighting, sound, audio, video, streaming, please make sure you give them a call. Support local businesses. This is a company that employs many people, that buys many products in our community, goods and services, and I encourage you, please support Mid-South Audio and all the local businesses you can think of. 856-6993, MidSouthAudio.com. And Kevin, if you're listening, good morning. I appreciate your support and your friendship. Now listen, we're going to talk about ice cream for just a second, but I want to remind you, Weller's Utility Trailers is open. And when you come in today, you're going to say, where did everything go? Our showroom is completely empty. You would not believe it. There's a counter in there, but all the merchandise is out of the showroom. So we are having the floor taken up. It's like a tile floor. We're taking the floor up and we're putting in a new floor. And I'm going to tell you more about that in just a moment or so when I do the when I do the Dry Zone commercial. Mid-South Audio is not doing my floor. They are doing some wiring for me as far as my IT stuff and my phones and speakers and things like that. But anyway, let's talk real quick about Weller's and just remind you that we sure could use your support. If you need any of what we sell, we've had a horribly slow week, and since I'm an essential company, I am trying to keep my employees employed. We're practicing all the safety measures we can to keep people apart. You pull up, you call us on the phone, we'll tell you whether we can wait on you right now or if you're going to have to wait a few minutes or whatever. We don't want a lot of people in there at one time, and it's kind of working out, but it's cumbersome. But anyway, Vanderwin's Ice Cream, I would like to mention Vanderwin's Ice Cream real quick. Another supporter of the show. This is a sponsor segment. We all love ice cream, and I love Vanderwin's. Good people, local people, been serving our community for over 60 years. The Vanderwin family is big farmers and just very supportive. And I just want to encourage you, if you want ice cream or need ice cream, I don't know exactly what time they're open or not open. I don't know any of that. They got 4 locations. We're talking about Fenwick Island and Dewey Beach, Bridgeville, and Greenwood. You can get cups, pints, quarts, or cones, or you can hire their truck to come to your event. So I'm just letting you know, Vanderwin's is a good place to get ice cream. I like supporting them. I like them supporting me. And I would give away some gift cards to Vanderwin's, but I don't know if they're even open right now. But I guess they never expire. I could give a few away. But anyway, just look them up at Vanderwin, farmcreamery.com, and please like their Facebook page just for the heck of it, so that way you can be informed of what they got going on. So I'm going to open up the phone lines real quick, and I'm going to give you some gift cards to Vanderwin's. It'll be 2 gift cards for every phone call that gets through, okay? If you call and it's busy or you're not getting through, hang up and call again. We're going to do this for the next 2 or 3 minutes. If you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin, Vanderwin's Creamery. And if you've won in the past 30 days, don't call. Let's, make it a 30-day cycle. So if you're listening or watching and you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's for free, you'll have 30 days. I'll give you 60 days to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville. We'll say 60 days to pick them up because I don't know what the future holds for whether we're going to be allowed to be open or not. So it's 2 Vanderwin's, 422-7336, 302-422-7336. Call right this minute, and I'll give you 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's, and I'll give you 60 days to pick them up at Weller's in Bridgeville, but I'm not willing to deliver them, and I'm not willing to mail them. You got to come into the store, okay? So, 422-7336. Call right now if you want 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's Ice Cream. 422-7336. Call right this minute if you happen to want 2 gift cards. All right, 2 Vanderwin's. I'm making a note here so I know what I just said because I forget real quick. All right. All right, call right now. I'm ready. Caller, are you there?
I'm here, Jim Weller.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. On my way to go grocery shopping with my mask.
And where are you going grocery shopping?
I'm going to hit the Giant on Long Neck.
Okay.
I was listening to your show.
Good. And have you ever listened before?
Oh, yeah, all the time, Jim. This is
Good.
David Smith of Georgetown.
Did you say David?
Yes, sir.
David Smith of Georgetown. All right.
Yes,
and
sir.
do you like ice cream?
My whole family's all into ice cream.
Really? How many people's in your family?
Well, there are just 4 of us, and
right.
I'm probably the weakest link. My wife and children, they like ice cream very much. We've been to Vanderwin's numerous times, and they are, I might be biased, they might be the best in the state.
Wow. Okay. Well, David, I'm going to set 4 gift cards aside for you. One for everybody, or David can use all 4, either one.
I'll share. I'm a nice guy.
All right, and I don't know when. Call us before you come because we have no idea when and how long we're going to be open. Okay?
Yes, sir. I understand.
But you got 60 days anyway.
All right, Joe. Sounds great. I thank you very much.
Thank you. Be safe. Okay?
Hey, you too. God bless.
God bless. Bye bye. All right, there's David Smith. So anyway, you call. It's that simple, 422-7336. If you want a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's, just give me a call right now, 422-7336. We'll set them aside at Weller's, and you got 60 days to pick them up. I got another caller, I believe. Are you there?
Yes.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And what is your name?
Ramona Hughes.
Could you spell that for me?
Remona. And it's Hughes, Hughes.
Do you own Hughes Scrapple?
No, we do not.
All right. And I'm going to take it your name is Ramona.
Yeah.
All right. And how are you doing today?
We're doing good.
And are you watching or listening, or how are you seeing or hearing this show?
Watching on Facebook.
Facebook. All right. And have you watched before?
Yes.
Okay. Well, good. Thank you. How many people in your family?
2.
I'm going to set 2 gift cards to Vanderwin's aside, but you should call my store before you come because we don't know how long we're going to be open. Is that okay?
That'll be fine.
All right. Well, thank you for listening and watching, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right. Anybody else want a couple gift cards to Vanderwin's Ice Cream? 422-7336. 422-7336. We'd love somebody that's watching on Channel 14 to call in, too, just for the heck of it. That's the new TV station, TV Delmarva. We're taking a break for the radio. We're taking a break, so hold tight. We'll be back with more on the radio in just a couple minutes, but we're going to continue on Facebook. All right. I'm ready for the next caller. Caller, are you there?
Yes. Hey, Jimmy. How are you?
Good. And who am I talking to?
This is Louise King.
Louise, how are you doing?
Good. I'm doing good.
And have you been working from home, or are you just taking it easy, or how are you enduring these times?
I'm just sheltered in place.
Sheltered in place with all your pets.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I had a question. When is the Michael W. Smith thing that Denise was talking about? I didn't get that.
Oh, man. Tracy, do you remember what she said? She's going to find out. Could you look on? Okay. We'll let you know, Louise. Okay.
Okay.
And how many gift cards you want?
Well, there's just me, but I do have a granddaughter.
How about we give you 2? Is that enough?
That'd be good. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you watching on Facebook or radio, or how are you hearing us?
No, I'm listening to the old-fashioned radio.
Okay. All right. Well, then, thanks for calling. Nice hearing your voice. Okay.
Yeah. Tell Denise I really enjoy her portion of the show.
Do you? Well, good. We'll get you the information on Michael W. Smith. Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm going outside. What are you going to put the information?
I'll text it to you after a while.
Okay. That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
All right. See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, there she is, Louise King. It was nice hearing from her. So anyway, Colin, are you still back there?
I'm here. Hang on.
All right. Hang on, everybody.
I've been working the phones.
He's been working. He's been doing a good job. I probably didn't even tell him we were going to take phone calls.
No, that's okay. I kind of figured we usually do. So anyway, TV Delmarva. So, yes, if you're watching on TV, please call in.
Okay, right now. 42. Oh, no. What number you want him to call? That one or another one?
Yeah, that one.
All right, 422-7336. If you're watching on TV Delmarva, Roku, Amazon, we'd love to hear from you anyway, right?
That's right, yeah. So we could even put the phone number up on the screen.
How about this, Colin?
What's that?
How about if a business calls in, we give them a free plug real quick?
Absolutely. Free plug for your business.
Now.
Call right now. That's right, on TV Delmarva, and we absolutely will give you that free plug.
All right.
And Jim?
Yes.
There's 46 people in my family.
Is there really, though?
Toss that stack of gift cards back here to me.
I'll just hand you the box of hundreds, and you just give me the difference back.
That's right. I'll give you back whatever I don't use in the next 4 years.
Is there really 46 people connected to you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you have a big family, though, a big network.
That's right. So we do have a call.
Oh, okay. Caller, are you there?
We are here.
And are you calling for a free plug, or what are you calling for?
Well, I tried to call earlier when you were offering that wonderful ice cream.
Okay.
It was busy.
It was busy, wasn't it? All right, so...
Good job.
Are you looking for ice cream?
Ice cream, we all scream for ice cream.
All right, and who are we talking to?
Life happens, carpe diem. Eminem.
Eminem. Wait a minute, you got to... What now? All right, what's the name?
Mercy.
Okay.
Calling in from Baltimore, Maryland on Facebook.
Oh.
Ray Mercy. I'm writing this down. All right, I'm going to set 2 gift cards aside for you at Weller's. And please call before you come, because we don't know when we're going to be open. You'll have 60 days to pick them up, okay?
Understood. All your needs will be met.
Thank you.
In Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. All right. Well, do we have another call, Colin? I don't remember. I got something going on here. I'm getting an attachment.
Nope.
All right. Well, anyway, I guess if you're a business and you want a real quick business plug, feel free to call right now, 422-7336.
Exactly, and we'll put that up for you on TV Delmarva. TV Delmarva is available over the air on Channel 14. So if you're in the southern Kent County, the Sussex County area, and the surrounding Maryland counties, you want to point your antenna towards Seaford and tune in, rescan your TV, and look for Channel 14. That's going to be us. So we have another caller, Jim.
All right, caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Are you calling to put a plug in for your business?
No, I'm calling for the gift cards.
The gift cards?
Yeah.
What were these gift cards about? What are you talking about?
The ice cream,
Oh, I thought you might have forgot by now.
No.
All right. 2 gift cards, and who am I talking to?
Vanessa Bolden.
Can you help me spell Vanessa?
Vanessa.
And the last name?
Bolden, B as in boy, Olden.
So do you go by Vanessa?
Yes, I do.
And are you watching on TV, radio? How are you hearing about us?
My TV.
That's right.
All right. What channel? Are you on 14?
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
All right. And are we in color or black and white?
Color.
Just checking.
Where are you, Vanessa? Where are you watching from? What town?
I live in Bridgeville, Delaware.
All right, very good.
Wow, so you must be home now.
Yes, I am. I'm off this week. I work at Walmart.
And what's it like working at Walmart right now?
So visit my
Very different.
Are people friendly or testy?
A little bit of both.
Okay. All right. It's odd times, isn't it?
Very so.
Wow. And are you working a pretty full schedule?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right. Well, then I appreciate your support on the front lines there at Walmart. I kind of feel that those people are just like our healthcare system. You're right there interfacing with a lot of people every day. So thank you for doing that. And have you ever seen this show before? Or is this your first time?
This is my first time.
And how did you find it?
I was just flipping through my channels.
All right.
And there you were.
And if we started charging like $1 to watch this show, would it be worth it if it was pay-per-view?
Like the views of the staff, management.
Yes, it would. Yes.
Okay, just checking. All right. Well, Vanessa, have a good day, and call Weller's before you come because we don't know when we're going to be open or closed. Okay.
Sure. Yes,
you got 60 days. 60 days.
Yes.
All right. See ya. All right. I hear the music. We're coming back on the radio. That was our first caller that I know of. So anyway, to my radio audience, you're listening to Jim Weller. Weller Does Delmarva. So good morning, good morning, good morning. But we just took our first phone call from a Channel 14 TV Delmarva listener, I believe, Colin. So that was that. All right, so you're listening to a show. Do I have another phone call?
Yes, you do.
All right, caller, are you there?
Good morning, Jim.
How you doing?
Good. It's Justin with Invisible Fence. How are you doing today?
This is real business now. In other words, this is a sponsor segment. Justin, how in the world are you doing, buddy?
Good. We're getting by, Jim. We're making it work. We're staying out in the outdoors and just trying to put all the protocols in place to keep us safe and keep our customers safe. And we're getting by. The phones are ringing.
Well, good.
We're helping people out with the interest-free financing. 90 days or 12 months interest free. We're helping a lot of people with that because they're unsure of how their bills are going to be in the next couple months.
Absolutely. That's a good one.
We're helping them because the dog is actually kind of driving them nuts being at home. But we're working with all the training, the obedience, and stuff like that. A lot of people don't know that we do indoor solutions, keep them out of trash cans, keep them out of the kids' playroom while their kids are doing their schoolwork. We're able to work with clients on keeping the dogs away from that, not tearing up any of the papers or getting into the office and barking while you're on the phone, things like that. We're working with clients inside right now. I encourage people to check their emails and their power cap plans for their batteries because we're sending out coupons for that kind of stuff. So we're doing that as well. New technology we've been playing with. So we might have some good stuff here come the middle of summer if anybody's looking for the latest and greatest technology when it comes to Invisible Fence brand products. So I got people shopping around online. I always encourage people that you're going to save $1 when you shop online, but if you're looking for warranties, the training, the technology, you want to definitely check out our website and stuff like that. Look at our YouTube videos. So I tell people I'm going to be a little bit more pricey than everybody else out there, but right now, like I said, we're going to help you with all the products and stuff like that. If you call into the corporations right now, they're not going to be able to help with questions and problems or even warranting out your equipment right away. So we encourage people to reach out to us if they're having problems with their DIY kits or anything like that. So.
Yeah, and the nice thing about, calling you is you're a local business. You're supporting things in the community people live in. And this online shopping, I'm starting my own campaign to really encourage people. You can buy anything online, but you cannot buy good service online. You cannot buy compassion online. You cannot buy people that care, and you are interested in people's pet safety, and you want to work with the animal, and you can't get any of that online. So
yeah, absolutely. We're right out of Millsboro, Delaware. So everything we do is customization. So we're always critiquing it to our current clients' situation. So they can contact us, call us, text us from 410-546-2436. Check us out online, invisiblefence.com. You can type in your zip code and pull us up as well.
All right. Well, I appreciate your support. And I like the fact that, in other words, through my show, you hear a lot of different, local businesses that, we're trying to help encourage our audience to deal with them, but I've dealt with, I've got the Invisible Fence brand at home, and I like it, and my pets like it, and I will tell you something odd, though. Our animals are noticing that we're home more. It's affecting them. They're actually acting like needier, like they want be pet more than they used to. It's just odd. I noticed I have a bigger dog that now all of a sudden, never did this before, wants to sit in my lap. In other words, and he's enjoying it more than I'm enjoying it. But anyway, we're trying to accommodate the animals.
You're definitely home more, and they want to play. So.
Yeah, they want to play. Well, I'm going to leave you. Why don't you give all your info one more time and just mention that 12 months and 90 days, same as cash, I guess.
Yep. Our clients, they have the option. If they get an estimate, they're looking at their bills and trying to figure out everything, they have the option of the 90 days interest-free financing. We pay the interest, and they pay the flat whatever invoice fee that they might get, and they also have the 12 months interest-free option. So they can call or text 410-546-2436. Check us out on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Okay. Thank you for your support, okay?
Yep. Have a good weekend.
All right. See ya. So if you need any of the products that he sells, I'm telling you, I know him personally. He's a good guy, honest, fair, friendly, will do what he says he's going to do, and will provide a level of service that you cannot possibly get on the internet. Okay? So we're talking real people trying to help real people survive. Do we have a phone call? I think we do. Caller, are you there?
Yes, I am.
And are you calling for a certain reason?
Post that you put on Facebook about gift cards.
Oh, gift cards. Are you an ice cream eater?
Yes, I am.
Okay. And have you ever been to Vanderwin's Ice Cream?
No, I haven't.
Oh, so this will be your first time?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to give you 2 gift cards. Is that enough?
Sure is.
And what is your name?
Darren Knowles.
How you spelling Darren?
Darren.
All right.
And Knowles is Knowles.
All right. And what do you do for a living?
I engrave monuments for cemetery tombstones.
Do you really? Is that like sandblasting into the rock or no?
Yes. I cut the letters and I shape carve flowers, leaves, and birds and all that.
Now, if I were to work on my tombstone ahead of time, can you engrave like a trailer into a tombstone?
Yes.
Okay, and maybe a silhouette of my face?
Absolutely.
All right, because I don't want people to forget me. That's my biggest. I don't want to be forgot. Okay.
Right.
So, I'll let you know if I want to do that anytime soon. So,
well, hopefully not right now.
Right. All right. Well, anyway, and are you watching the show or listening, or how are you seeing or hearing this show?
Right now, I'm moving a bunch of boxes, and I periodically go back and check out what's going on.
Okay, on TV or radio or Facebook? Facebook, okay. All right, well, thanks a lot, and I'll set a couple gift cards aside, and just before you go, call, because we have no idea when we're going to be open.
Okay.
All right, and that's at Weller's, and I'll give you 60 days, okay?
Not a problem. Thank you, Jim.
All right, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
All right, bless you. Be safe.
All right, thank you. Bless you, too. All right, everybody, so you're listening to a show called Weller Does Delmarva. Many people are watching the show. We're on TV, Facebook. We're everywhere. We're everywhere. So anyway, I wanted to talk about a couple more sponsor segments real quick. A business that has been supportive of this show for a long time. Good friend of mine, good local business. We're talking about Rick Fowler, No Nonsense Office Machines. And I believe that right now, Rick is open through the week. And if you happen to need any of the services he provides, he sells electronic things like computers and laptops and tablets and gaming systems and copiers and fax machines and all kinds of things. He's a local business, very honest, very fair, going to talk to you, going to help you, has warranties on what he sells. He has new, he has refurbished, he has a little bit of everything, and he works on things. So if you bought something somewhere and it's not working and you're like, hey, can you fix this? He's like, hey, let me take a look at it, all right? So they're practicing all the safety precautions to keep their employees and customers safe. But if you need to deal with something in the electronic world and you don't know who to deal with and you're sick of the internet and you want to deal with somebody that's going to stand behind it. Folks, this point, I can't drive this home strong enough. You can buy anything you want over the internet, but it's almost anti-American, okay? Because we as a community, we need to keep our community alive. If not, we won't have any local businesses left, okay? So I'm really encouraging you to check out No Nonsense Office Machines. Rick Fowler's a good guy. Give him a call. I don't think he's there on Saturdays right now, but his phone number, if he was there, would be 302-856-7381, 302-856-7381, NoNonsenseOffice.com on the web. Look him up on Facebook. He's a good guy, honest, fair, will do a good job, stands behind what he sells, and I like endorsing him, and I like dealing with him, and you will too. All right, I'm going to switch gears real quick. I'm being told there's another phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Mr. Weller. How are you this morning?
Good. Are you calling about the free cruise?
Well, actually, I'm not. Your last segment was something I actually wanted to give a call and give a quick little testimonial on for No Nonsense Office Machines.
Okay.
Just to let everybody know, approximately about 4 or 5 years ago, I had took them a tablet that my son had got for his birthday, a little Sony tablet, and the previous 6 months beforehand, we took him on a birthday trip down to Orlando, where we took him to Legoland and then also to Star Wars convention at the Orlando Civic Center. So he got to do a lot of pictures and got to lead a lot of the actors, a lot of various things. And one of his favorite things was he got to meet George Lucas, which was the main guy behind the Star Wars at the convention there, or the seminar. And unfortunately, about 5 or 6 months after we got back, his tablet stopped working, and we could not get it to work. We weren't sure if it was a software or hardware issue. Never knew where to take it to, and we heard probably about a couple years after that, when you started your show, about Rick and his place. So we actually ended up taking it to him. They couldn't make any promises, and lo and behold, they were actually able to go through and not only bring back his tablet to life, but we're also able to save all the memory, all the pictures, and everything he had. And we ended up doing it for his birthday again, and to give it to him, and they knew it, and they actually went ahead and I don't expect, they probably don't do it for everybody, which if Rick is listening, he probably remember it. They gave us a picture of him, or reprinted a picture of him and put it in the frame of him and Mr. George Lucas together, and he still has it on his wall today, and the tablet still works great. And I just want to let everybody know that they can work magic there.
Wow. Well, that is a wonderful, wonderful testimony. Rick is a really good guy, and his team does a great job. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you. I want to ask you real quick. Are you watching the show, listening to the show? How did you hear about this show?
Listened on the radio every Saturday on the way to work.
And you must have been listening for years now.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, I've been trying to call him, but I never could catch a phone number. Or if I did, I wasn't able to call and never remembered it. And I just happened to hear you pop your number up today. I said, well, I'm going to give it a try and see if I could get through today. So. Well,
very good. And what do you do for a living?
I work for an electrical supply company.
Okay. And you're working?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Just checking. All right. Well, thanks for your support of No Nonsense Office Machines and for listening to my show.
All right. Thank you.
See ya. Bye-bye. All right, we're going to go to our next guest, everybody. So he has been here waiting patiently. His name is Shawn Rineholt?
Yes, sir.
I said it right. Good morning, Shawn. How you doing?
Good morning. Great to be here this morning. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome. And people, just so you know, I'm in one room. He's in another room. We're practicing social distancing, and we're good. So anyway, Shawn, just tell everybody, you got about 5 minutes or so. So just so you know, we don't have a timer going right now. But anyway, just tell us who you are, where you're from, and what's on your mind.
Okay, yeah. Well, I am I'm the music minister at New Covenant Church, New Covenant Presbyterian Church at 3072 Savannah Drive in Lewis, Delaware.
Down there in Lewes. Okay.
for all those out of towners, but they're not here right now. I think.
No, they're not.
They're like being stopped, but
right.
Well, we're making this adjustment just like everyone else. I mean, churches have been forced online,
right,
and doing live streaming, and we've come out of the gates like everyone else, with live streaming on Facebook, and then we just really want to do something special for the Easter season, and with everyone stuck at home, and we've been praying about an opportunity to do what you mentioned earlier, the drive-in church.
Okay.
And so we're going to be doing our Easter service Sunday morning, April 12th, which is
a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow. It's coming super quick.
Yes.
So, we're going to set up, we're going to practice social distancing. In fact, we're going to use those guidelines put out there by Mid-South Audio, where they've stated that the drive-in religious service, synagogues, mosques, temples, other religious facilities of faith may conduct drive-in services where participants gather in their vehicles near the religious facility and participate in the service together by remote means.
Okay.
So, subject to the following requirements, which are participants may leave the home, travel by vehicle to the church, stay in their vehicles. No vehicle may contain more than 10 people. And then, of course, no physical contact with clergy or staff. So we're going to have a stage set up. We're going to practice social distancing there. We're going to allow the cars to come in. And remember the old drive-in movie theaters?
Yeah.
Similar to that, except you're going to see the pastor, Pastor Robert Decker, on the stage teaching the Word of God. We'll have the music up there separated so we're not near anyone, and then we're going to broadcast it on an FM low power station so that people can just sit in their cars and listen to it.
This is going to be like a memorable thing, kind of like one of the things you're going to tell your kids and grandkids about.
Yeah, I cannot remember. I'm 47 years old, and I don't remember in my lifetime any time where we've been forced to worship outside of the church in this way. We've done things voluntarily. Obviously, the Lord Himself has encouraged us to go to the highways and byways and compel them to come in.
Right.
And here we are now with these empty church buildings on Easter morning, but also it reminds us that there's an empty grave as well.
Right.
So we're going to continue to do what God has put us here for, and that's to share the gospel of Jesus Christ no matter how we do it.
Wow.
And so we have a few things that, if I may.
Yep, go ahead.
We are actually, tomorrow is Palm Sunday.
Yes.
So tomorrow's Palm Sunday. We're doing a Facebook Live service tomorrow, and you can find that at go to Facebook and just search New Covenant Presbyterian Church.
Okay.
And we're the one in Lewis. It's going to come up, and we will do that live service. We'll stream it at 10:30 a.m.
Okay.
We're also going to archive it at our YouTube page, and you can just search New Covenant Church at the Cape, and that's going to come up on YouTube. And feel free to join us for that. We also have one other exciting thing for Good Friday. We're going to do a live stream Good Friday service, and that's April 10th. That's coming up this week as well. We're going to live stream that at noon. And we're bringing together 7 preachers from the community, not just from our church. And they're going to bring the word through video. And we're going to be discussing the 7 words of Christ, hearing God's word proclaimed. And I'd like to just share one more thing with you.
Okay.
This morning I was reminded in Colossians 4, this is Paul, and he's saying, continue steadfastly in prayer, being watchful in it with thanksgiving. At the same time, pray also for us, that God may open to us a door for the word, to declare the mystery of Christ, on account of which I am in prison, that I may make it clear, which is how I ought to speak. I find it interesting. Many of us may feel like we're in prison because of the stay-at-home recommendation. But here Paul was saying, pray for an open door, not an open door for him to get out of prison, but an open door for the gospel.
Wow.
And that's my encouragement. By whatever means we can, let's just continue to be there for the community.
And be creative.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's my message.
Kind of like being in business.
Kind of you have to roll with
Think outside the box, and next thing you know, you realize there never was a box.
That's right.
All right. Well, again, what's the contact info or website or Facebook or anything pertinent there?
Our church website is ncpchurch.com.
Okay.
And our address is 3072 Savannah East Drive, Lewis, Delaware. Of course, 19958. Our phone number is 302-644-6800.
All right. And there's a Facebook page, too?
Yes, New Covenant Presbyterian Church on Facebook.
All right. And all are welcome. Is that correct?
Everyone.
There's no height, their weight, their age? Or
Thank God, no. I'm short and fat, so everyone's allowed.
All right. I would call that vertically challenged and pleasingly plump.
There we go.
That's how I describe myself.
That's right.
Follically and vertically challenged. All right. All right. Well, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Was it good? Is there anything else you need to get in there?
That's all my notes.
Well, very good. Well, then I'm going to thank you for coming.
Yes, sir.
And if you got something in the future, I think I gave you my card. Keep me in mind.
Yes.
And the more advanced we can book, the better.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
I know this is my idea the other day, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. All right,
okay. Take care.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. You're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Okay. So you're saying, what am I tuned into? This show is on every Saturday morning. This is the 343rd time we've done it. 343 times we've done this show and never missed a Saturday, all right? So it's every Saturday morning, and it's on TV, it's on radio, it's on Facebook, it's everywhere, okay? And if you ever want to purchase some advertising or an interview, please let me know. We are always looking for more opportunities to help people get the word out. Now, let's talk about one more sponsor. This is a sponsor segment. And this is somebody that has supported me very well through the years, and it's called Dry Zone. So you have seen Dry Zone on my electronic billboard. You have heard me talk about Dry Zone on the show. These are my friends. They're good people. They are trying, just like I'm trying, to continue to employ people, to stay in business, to continue to bless our community. And I need you to consider supporting Dry Zone if you need any of the services that they offer. And what am I getting ready to use them for? Spartec floor coating. So stay tuned. We have emptied the showroom at Weller's in Bridgeville. They are there now starting to rip up the floor, and they are going to put a brand new floor coating on our floor. They're taking up all the old tiles, grinding everything down, getting it nice and level, and then they're going to put this some kind of something on there. So it's called a Spartec floor coating. We are beyond excited, and I am glad to have picked Team Dry Zone to do the job. So if you want to learn more about Dry Zone, go to dryzone.com. If you want to talk to them, it's 302-684-5034, 684-5034. Please support them. They're good people. We got a good community going on here, and I'm encouraging you. Try to buy local whenever you can. Even if we're more expensive, please, it comes back to your community. When you spend money online, it's not the same thing. So support local as much as reasonably and humanly possible, all right? Because it's where we live. We live local. Now, what time is it? 7:57. In a few minutes after 8 o'clock, I see Pastor John Betts has arrived, and we're going to chat with him about his church. You notice that I'm having more churches on because churches are going through a unique time right now, and people more than ever need to hear the word of God. They need to focus on there's things greater than the coronavirus, and this earth is our home, but it's not where we're going to dwell forever. And we need to think about that, everybody, okay? So it's this life is short. It's the next life that lasts forever. So anyway, I just want to say that because he's going to share with us some things, because there's nothing to fear right now. There's really nothing to fear. You know, it's all in where you put your faith and have your faith. So we're going to talk to Pastor John Betts in a little bit after we take a break. We take a break at the top of the hour and the bottom of the hour from the radio. We don't take a break from Facebook or from TV. But anyway, that's my next guest in a few minutes. We have been giving away some ice cream gift cards to Vanderwins, and I don't even know their hours, but they don't have an expiration date, so that'll be good. But anyway, Do I have any time for any more phone calls? Let's take a quick phone call or two. So if you're watching or listening and you want a couple gift cards to Vanderwins, there's no purchase necessary. I'll give them away. It's 422-7336. 422-7336. If you call right this minute, I'll give you a gift card to Vanderwins, okay? 422-7336. Now, when I take a break from the radio, don't leave me because we'll be back about 5 minutes after. I don't even know what time it is, 8 o'clock. We'll be back about 5 or 6 minutes after 8, back on the radio. But if you're listening on the radio and you don't want to miss a thing, then just go ahead and look up James J. Weller Jr. on Facebook or Weller Does Delmarva on Facebook. So I do have a phone call. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jim. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, brother.
All right. And are you watching on TV?
105.9.
All right. And is it your first time hearing the show?
It absolutely is, and I'm so thankful. I have kind of a time year, but after a lot of struggles, as a gentleman here in Greenwood, blessed me with a place to stay.
Okay.
And I just like listening to your show. But.
Well, good. Well, then, are you calling for a couple gift cards to Vanderwins?
If I may.
All right. And what is your name?
My name is Jim Blackiston.
And is Jim G-Y-M or J-I-M?
J-I-M.
All right. And what was the last name?
Blackiston, B-L-A-C-K-I-S-T-O-N.
All right. And I'll set 2 aside at Weller's in Bridgeville. And
yes, sir.
You'll have 60 days to pick them up because I don't know from hour by hour what time we're going to be open or closed, okay?
That's very good. Thank you, sir.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. And just for the community, just keep the Lord in their hearts.
Yep. Well, hang in there, okay? Keep listening, all right? All right. All right, everybody. So you're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. I think the next voice you're going to hear is the one and only Colin Walls. Are you back there, Colin?
I am back here, and I have to say, you are watching TV Delmarva, W14 DKD Dagsboro.
DKE Dagsboro?
No. We got to get this right. Seriously. W14 DKD Dagsboro.
All right. I'm not going to repeat it because I'll goof it up.
I'll
get us in trouble with the FCC.
Right. Yeah. We legally have to say that at the top of the hour, FCC regulation. So anyway, yes, that's what you're watching, W14 DKD. We are Channel 14 TV Delmarva over the air. And if you are in the Lower Kent County, the Sussex County, or surrounding Maryland counties, point your antenna towards Seaford, and you can pick us up over the air on Channel 14. You'll have to rescan, point your antenna first towards Seaford, rescan, and then you'll be able to get us right there on Channel 14.
Okay. So you don't point the TV towards Seaford.
No.
It's the antenna.
Yeah, point the antenna towards Seaford.
Okay.
That's right.
I had it backwards.
Yeah, we do have a call, Jim. You want to take this call right now?
Sure. Caller, are you there?
Yeah.
And who am I talking to?
Joe.
And how you spelling Joe, Joe?
J-O-E.
And are you calling for ice cream or for something else?
I was interested in your ice cream offer, Jim.
All right. And I'll set you 2 gift cards aside. And
okay.
Are you watching on TV or how did you hear the show?
I'm listening to you on the radio.
All right. And what station?
105.9.
And have you ever heard the show before?
Oh, yeah. I listen to you all the time, Jim.
And you keep coming back?
I keep coming back.
All right. Just checking. All right. Is there anything you wish we did different on this show?
No, just keep up what you're doing. You keep inspiring the community. I love it.
All right. Well, you got 60 days to get the gift cards because I don't know, what days we're going to be open or closed, okay?
I got you. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Joe. Take care.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
All right. Colin, there's another call.
Another one. That's right.
I mean, even though we don't know if Vanderwins is open or closed, we're giving away gift cards, huh?
That's right. Yeah, we figured out that you can give away stuff and get calls.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Right.
So,
how about another call, Jim?
All right. Here we go. Good morning. Hello?
I'm here. Are you?
I think so. And who is this?
Hello.
You got to turn your volume down. Turn your volume down. You're getting feedback.
Oh, okay. I'm on the TV. I got to turn it down.
All right. Here's another TV, Colin.
That's right. Yeah, TV Delmarva.
I hope he's. What are you watching on Facebook or TV?
On Channel 14 TV.
And how did you find us?
I keep watching your show every week.
Okay, and you heard us talking about it.
Yes, sir.
And how do we look on TV?
Well, Denise looks a lot better, but you look okay.
All right. And so where are you watching from? Like what town?
Seaford.
All right. And what's your name?
David, capital E, dot Melvin, Melvin.
All right. And do you like ice cream?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to give you a couple gift cards. Is that okay?
That's fine by me.
And the only thing is, if you were to happen to gain any weight by eating the ice cream, we're not responsible.
Well, I've got a problem when I eat their ice cream. My teeth hurt.
Oh, really?
So can I get you to pay the dental bill?
Absolutely. As soon as I close, mail me the bill.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, David, thanks a lot, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day, and I'm looking forward to the rest of your shows.
All right, thank you. See ya.
Necessarily reflective views.
Colin, there's another TV.
Advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
All right, we're coming back on radio, and we've been taking phone calls. So thank you, everybody. A lot of people are watching on TV Delmarva, Channel 14. If you say, what is this Channel 14? It's Delmarva's newest, hottest, most inspiring TV station. And this is Weller Does Delmarva, and you're able to watch it on Channel 14. Just turn your antenna towards 14, towards 14, not Route 14. Turn your antenna towards Seaford, and then rescan your TV, and Channel 14 should show up, okay? So you're listening to me on the radio, Facebook, TV. If you're watching on Facebook, we need you to do us a favor. Start a watch party right now so all your friends know what in the world you're doing this morning, okay? And I got just another sponsor segment that I need to do. This is our friend Jerry Santoro. You hear me talk about him every week. It's the time of year that grass is starting to grow, weeds and everything else. And if you're saying, I need somebody to cut my grass, Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care can take care of it. Residential, commercial, it doesn't matter. If you've got some trees that need some tree work, like they need trimming up or they just need cutting down, or you got stumps that you need ground up or dug up, if you have a lot that you need cleared, you're going to build a house or build a building, or you maybe need a footer or a foundation dug, or you need to use a bucket truck, Jerry Santoro, Jerry's Lawn Care has got it going on. His estimates are free. He's licensed. He's insured. He's honest, he's fair, he will take good care of you. So if you need any of what he does, if you're not even sure if he does it, give him a call. His phone number is 363-6025, 363-6025, JLC-LLC.com on the web, and tell him I sent you. He'll take good care of you, and he'll do a good job. Now, here he is, a friend of mine for many moons. His name is Pastor John Betts from Georgetown or Milton. I'm not sure exactly where he lives. But anyway, how you doing there, young man?
I'm doing very well, Jim. Thank you.
Good. If you could get just a smidgen closer to the mic or just pull it closer to you.
Okay.
What do you think of this setup?
I think it's great. I used to do a little bit of broadcasting here on some Sunday morning things when it was the Light FM.
Yeah. You know, that this building has quite a history, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I remember when Bill was fixing it up for the Light FM years ago.
It was a migrant camp.
It was a housing building for the migrant camp. Yep.
Yep. And met a lot of obstacles along the way and many victories to follow.
There were obstacles.
There were obstacles, yeah. And then 88.7 The Bridge started here.
It did.
It's kind of cool, this building, what's happened here,
Yeah, it's got a legacy.
A lot of legacy, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So tell everybody who you are, the name of your church, and how you doing and what you doing.
Okay, well, my name is John Betts. I pastor at Abundant Life Church in Georgetown. I was born and grew up in Milton, so you were correct there, but I live in Georgetown now. Been there for 25 years or so.
Okay.
And have been pastoring the church there, and I have 6 children, 8.5 grandsons.
Wow.
Another one coming in July. And,
there you go.
So we're doing well.
A quiver full.
No, it's not full yet.
Okay.
There's more coming.
Okay, well, good. That's wonderful.
Yeah. So, this is an interesting time for the church because we live in this world, but we're not of this world.
Right.
Yet we have to respond to what's going on in the world. We have government authorities. We have to work with those things. But for the church, it's kind of a dual issue because we are to live by faith, but most things now are motivated by fear.
I know.
I walked in the grocery store the other day and, going down the aisle and somebody moves clear across to the side so that they don't get close to me. And I'm not that alarming.
Right.
But because of the reports that we've heard, everybody is looking at everybody else as a threat.
Yes.
So we're wearing masks and we're doing those things. And so how does that fit with being a believer?
Right.
What's been provided for us in the gospel? Isaiah 53:5 says that he was wounded for our transgressions, bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we were healed. Now, if he's provided all those things, what should we be afraid of?
Correct.
Correct. So that's a challenge for us because we have to honor where other people are because not everybody's at the place that we might be in faith. But for the Christian, there should be no alarm. Jesus spent almost all of his time around sick people.
Yes, he did.
He never wore a mask.
Right.
He never guarded himself. It's almost as if I, as a pastor, wanted to go pray for somebody for healing, and I was wearing a mask. I would think, wait a minute, you're here to heal me, but you're afraid of me?
That's true.
So it's a conundrum that we find ourselves in. Why do we guard ourselves if we have confidence in what's been provided through Jesus Christ? If he's provided healing, if we are healed, and we are then the dispensers of that healing, why would we be afraid whenever there's a plague? Psalm 91 says, no plague will come nigh my dwelling. And so if it's not coming nigh my dwelling, why should I be afraid? I have to honor and respect where other people are, though,
right.
so that I don't make them afraid just because of where they are. A newborn baby doesn't know not to be afraid. A toddler needs protection. Although the father may not be afraid, the child may be. So the father has to mitigate his boldness, to accommodate maybe his children's fears and those kind of things. So we have to be aware that we're among people that may not be at the same place of faith that we are. But we as believers shouldn't live by fear.
Right.
Perfect love casts out fear. Faith works by love.
True. Yeah.
So if we don't have those things working together for us, then we are not representing our Father. Jesus never showed up at a situation and said, oh my goodness, what am I going to do?
Right.
He came with confidence because he knew who he was. He knew what was provided. He sent his disciples out, Jim, 2 by 2. They weren't even born again yet. He said, go into the villages, heal the sick. He didn't say pray for the sick. He said, go heal them. Do exactly what I've been doing. And they went out and they healed the sick, they cast out devils, and they came back with the report. He expected them to be able to do that. That was before the cross. It's always been God's intention for healing to be a natural effect of the kingdom. It's not a new thing. It's the expected result. We've gotten to the place we have so many resources in America, so many medical resources, so much science and so forth, that we trust in that. Our first thought is to, okay, what are the symptoms and how do we treat it? What do we do ourselves? That's almost a natural reaction because we have so much information. But for the Christian, what should the first reaction be? Right. Oh, we're healed.
Right.
We have that. That provision's already ours. No need to be afraid. So it's an interesting time, and I think that we need to represent our Father, and that's my position, that I want to represent my Father.
Right.
My Father's not afraid.
Yeah.
Jesus, the firstborn of many brothers, he's the first brother. He's my older brother. He's not afraid. So if I'm going to be like them, then why should I be afraid? I should have boldness and confidence in who my family is. My father, my firstborn of many brethren. We're a part of the family business. You don't want to go to a doctor's office and the doctor say, "Don't come in here, I'm afraid of you."
Right.
That wouldn't work very well.
Right.
So we're in this world, we're not of this world. And so we should walk a little differently as the church than the world does. But we have to honor our government officials, so we restrict our gatherings, etc.,
right,
to make sure that we're not violating where they are. So that's important.
That's a good word. I mean, that really is. How is your church operating right now? Like, in other words, how are things, and what are you doing?
Well, through last week, the governor had a restriction of 50 and below, so we split our congregation up into two smaller groups and had two services.
Okay.
So where we had like 30 people in each service. So we weren't all together. 30 people would leave, and the next 30 people would come in.
Okay.
So we did that up until this past week, but we won't be able to do that now because it's 10. It's down to 10. So we're going to be we do Facebook Live anyway, but it will be our primary service this week.
Okay.
And we're going to have communion actually, and we're going to ask people in their homes to prepare communion elements, and we're going to do communion on a Facebook Live situation.
That's great.
We've never done that before.
Yep.
But you know, the communion is a picture of Passover, and Passover was in everybody's home. It wasn't in a central gathering. The parents, the fathers, the grandfathers were the ones that did the Passover and presented it to their families. And so this is a chance for fathers in their homes to assist with the process. We call it communion, but it was a Passover feast that the communion represents.
And so what time and how do people find you on Facebook?
We're going to come on at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And that we'll have a couple of songs, a little bit of worship, and then about 11:15 is when the message will start. And at the conclusion of the message is when we'll have communion. So if people want to join us, just, you don't have to have a particular element, a particular style.
It could be a cracker, it could be bread.
Some people use wine, some people use juice. You can use any kind of juice, just whatever. It's just so you're emblematic. You're remembering what Jesus did. What did he do? He was wounded for our transgressions, took care of our sins. He was bruised for our iniquities, the way we think, the way we live that drives us. He was chastised for the peace, so we can have peace and no guilt, no shame in our heart, and by his stripes we're healed. We're remembering what he accomplished that we now can live out.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So that's 11 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning at 11 at
your
Abundant
Facebook
Life Church.
page is
Abundant Life Church, Georgetown.
And I'm going to encourage people now, so you don't forget, make a note, and 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. This sounds like a wonderful thing that our community could do together. I mean, we should all receive communion as a community. I mean, as a family and as a group of believers, but also just as a community. It's just a good opportunity to do something like that.
Yeah,
I think that's wonderful.
We're not allowed to gather together in the physical sense, so this is one way we can do that.
Yeah, wow. Anything else you want to mention or talk about? Could I ask, how's your father?
My dad is doing well.
Good.
89 years old.
Wow.
He's normally at the Gideons and at prayer meetings and those kind of things, so he's kind of isolated right now, which is,
I bet so.
He's always been active, but this is the first time he's been mostly at home in his whole life.
Wow.
So but he's doing well.
Good. And anything else we need to know, or anything else you want to add? I'm not out of time. I'm okay.
I'm a teacher of the word, so I can talk for an hour.
Oh, okay.
with very little script, so I just gave you the shortened version of this today, but there's a lot of good stuff to share. You see, we're not afraid.
Right.
We're not afraid. We have boldness.
Mm-hmm.
God hasn't given us the spirit of timidity, but of power, love, and a sound mind. So that's what we need to walk in.
Would you mind saying a prayer for my audience?
Sure.
Okay.
I'd be happy to.
Let's take a minute and have a word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, even though these are times that are like a storm, and the disciples got up in the boat and woke you up and said, "Lord, save us," and you stood up and you spoke, your word calmed the storm. And I pray today that your word out of the scriptures would calm people's hearts so that the storm that they're in would not make their decisions for them, but that the peace of God that rules their hearts and minds would bring them to a place of security and comfort in knowing who you are and who they are in you. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. Very good. Very good. All right. Well, I'm going to thank you for coming.
I'm glad to be here.
And I would like to make sure you know, as often as you'd like to be on, if you could reach out and just let me know. We like to schedule in advance, and I'm honored that you were here. I really appreciate you coming today.
I'm honored to be here, Jim.
You know, so and I'm excited to be in this building. We're in the process of buying it, actually. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
So kind of excited about that. And I don't know if you know, I live right around the corner. So
I know you live somewhere around here, but
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly where.
Yep. So, but I have a lot of remembrances of this building. I remember one time in an ice storm, a big chunk of ice fell off the wires through the roof. Down in the hallway.
I remember that years ago.
And this building just has a lot of memories, even just for me. In other words, you know, seeing it. It was the first licensed Christian radio station in Delaware.
In Delaware. The WLC beat it down in Maryland, but this was the first one here.
In Delaware. So all good things have come out of this building, and I'm very glad to be here and be a part of it. So
I'm glad you're here, too.
All right. Thank you very much. God bless you, okay?
You're welcome. Thank you, Jim.
Bye-bye. All right, there you go. 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. Let's all do communion online. What a wonderful thing to do with your family, okay? And if you've never done communion, still participate. In other words, it would be a good thing for your family to do, even if it's the first time, okay? Hey, I want to brag on another one of my friends and sponsors of the show. You hear me talk about him all the time. His name is Mark Johnson, okay? He owns Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services, and he's a good guy. He's a family man, businessman in our community, supports many things, and he has a handyman service. So if you're watching or listening and you say, well, I don't even know how he could do anything right now. Well, he could do something at your house. If you're inside and he's outside, or you're outside and he's inside, things can happen. But, he's also practicing his social distancing, and he doesn't want to get sick or anything, but he doesn't want you to forget about him. So I wouldn't mind if you sent Mark a text message, just a word of encouragement today, okay? So it's Mark Johnson. I'm going to give you his phone number. You can call it or text it. He does prefer texts because he's always busy doing things. So anyway, it's handyman service, repairs, maintenance, whatever you may need done, small job, big job. He'll let you know whether he's the greatest candidate for it or not. I call him sometimes and he says, Jim, that floor in your showroom is not for me. In other words, I think you need to get somebody that does flooring, but yet this project over here is something I could take care of. So I like him. I deal with him all the time, talk to him quite a bit. And not only is he a good businessman, but he's a good man and he's a good friend. So Mark Johnson, Atlantic Home Improvements and Handyman Services. Phone numbers 302-500-0133, 500-0133. And if you would just send him a text message saying, good morning, Mark. Thank you for supporting Weller Does Delmarva. I'd appreciate that. Now listen, get your telephone ready. We're going to take some more phone calls. Tracy, don't forget, right after the show, we need to send an email to the store so everybody knows about these free gift cards. I forgot to do that. People might be in there now wanting their free ice cream. So don't go for the free ice cream cards before 10 today. I got to let everybody at the store know who won. So the phone number's on the screen. I'm going to do one more advertisement. I do want to remind everybody, I've got a billboard in Bridgeville for rent, and I've got a billboard on the highway in Ellendale for rent. If you own a business or you have an organization and you want to advertise, I got some ideas for you, whether it be on my billboards, on this show. I got some advertising ideas. I do quite a bit of marketing myself and would like to help you market your business. Also, I am looking for things to buy, okay? Things that I can buy and resell. So if you got some stuff and you want to cut it loose, it needs to be kind of like a bargain for me to buy it because I need to buy it and be able to resell it. But if you have something, feel free to shoot me an email and a picture if you got one, okay? It's Jim, Jim, at Wellers, WELLERS.com. If you got something you want to sell, send me a picture of it, send me an email, and tell me what your bottom dollar is, and I'll either get back to you or have somebody get back to you and tell you if I'm interested or not. But I'm looking for things to buy and resell at Wellers in Bridgeville, okay? All right, what is going on with my chiropractor? Now, let's talk about my chiropractor, all right? Now, first of all, this is a sponsor segment, and my chiropractor is Dr. T, Dr. Trillia, and Dr. Bud at Peninsula Chiropractic Center. I was there yesterday. And you know, if you're home and you're all cooped up, there's nothing like getting an adjustment. Why, you say? Because an adjustment affects, I got it written down here, it affects your central nervous system, which affects everything in your body, okay? So if you're starting to catch a cold, chiropractic care can help your body function better. It doesn't cure the common cold, okay? But the better that your body functions, the better your body functions, okay? So chiropractic care is a great idea. I highly recommend it. If you happen to have been in an auto accident, a lot of times, you know, you don't feel anything from the accident, and then a weeks later, you start not feeling right. Kinks, aches, pains, twinges. That's what makes me think I need to go see my chiropractor. So it's Peninsula Chiropractic Service. They do recommend you drink plenty of water. So anyway, they tell me that you're supposed to take whatever you weigh and drink half of that in ounces of water. So let's say I weigh 150 pounds, okay? Let's just say I weigh 150 pounds. And quit laughing, everybody. Anyway, that would be 75 ounces of water. Now let's say I weigh 220 pounds. That would be 110 ounces of water. Anyway, listen, folks, Peninsula Chiropractic Center, good people. It's a wellness center. Give them a call. They're very accommodating. They know what they're doing. They accept most insurances. The phone number is 629-4344, 629-4344. Now, I got a text message. I won the lottery? That's got to be fake news. I don't play the lottery, so I couldn't have won the lottery. All right, so anyway, what's going on? Colin, we don't have a phone call, do we? I don't think we do.
No.
Shake your head.
No.
All right. Brian Pettyjohn is going to be joining me in a little while. And Brian became very famous when the state of Delaware started putting brine on the roads. Everybody thought it was Brian, like he invented it or something like that. But we know Brian Pettyjohn as a good family man, a local guy, a get-it-done guy. I think he used to be the mayor of Georgetown at one time, and now he's our state senator. But beyond all that, he's just a good person, okay? And he didn't invent the brine that goes on the road. I just like to give him a hard time with that. You know, people look at me, and my name is Jim, and they think all Jims were named after me, but that's not true. So when you see me, my name is J-I-M, and Jims are spelled G-Y-M. But the people always say, man, you look like a picture of health. You must spend a lot of time at the gym. I have no idea where that came from. So anyway, we're having a good time here, everybody, and it's time to give away ice cream. So let's do it again. Let's do it again. Ice cream. Ice cream. We're giving away free gift cards to Vanderwin's Ice Cream. We've had an outpouring of people wanting free ice cream, okay? So the phone number is 422-7336. You've got to dial it in that order. It's 422-7336, okay? If you call that number and it's busy, hang up and call back. I can only take one phone call at a time, okay? I cannot multitask, okay? One call at a time. Caller, are you there?
Hello, this is Paulette.
Paulette, and what is your first name?
Paulette.
All right, and are you watching or listening to this show?
I am watching this show on the television right now.
Channel 14?
Yes.
All right, and where do you live?
I live in Seaford, Delaware.
Wow, and this TV station has probably been an unbelievable blessing to the whole community. Would you agree?
Yes, I believe so.
And have you ever watched this show before?
No, I was sitting in one of the restaurants and you were doing a live show once.
Really?
We were just watching you, yes.
All right. And so what do you think of this show? Is it annoying?
No, I mean, everybody's allowed to have their opinions, and I believe that what you share is mostly what most of the people in the community of Sussex County agree to.
Well, good. Well, then I'm going to take that as a pretty good endorsement. Is that okay?
That's perfect. Thank you.
All right. And do you like ice cream?
Oh, I love ice cream.
You ever been to Vanderwin's?
Yes, I have.
And what's your favorite?
Oh, I love the raspberries.
The raspberry.
Chocolate flavors. And
all right. Well, I'm going to set 2 gift cards aside at Weller's. Is that okay?
Perfect.
And I don't know when you can get them. I gotta give me at least till 10 o'clock this morning to tell the people that work for me I'm doing this giveaway. And we're there today till 2. I know we're not coming back on Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know when we're going to be back. So just check with us before you come, okay?
That's fine.
And you got 60 days to pick them up, all right?
Okay.
All right. And what are you doing today? Anything exciting?
Well, I just got off of a night shift over at one of our local nursing homes, so I'm about ready to go to bed.
Well, thank you for your service, and thank you for watching my show, okay?
You're welcome.
All right.
Have a great day.
All right. I'll see you, Paulette. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Well, we are realizing that people are watching us on TV. We're going to have a rate increase on our advertising. No, I'm just kidding. Just thought I'd throw that out there, Colin. So anyway, I hear the music. We're taking a break from the radio. So we're going to continue on My TV, My Cozy. What's the name of it? TV Delmarva. I butchered that one up. TV Delmarva, everybody. So you're watching and listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Colin is back there probably beaming because he's got all these people watching on TV now. And if we give something away, we can get them to call in. Do we have another phone call for real?
I do.
Caller, are you there?
Yes, hello.
And are you calling us on purpose?
Yeah, I'm calling because I had a question. I just listened to your interview with Pastor Betts.
Yes.
I was wondering how I get the audio clip to that. I'd like to share that with the pastors of my church.
You mean his segment on my show?
Yes.
All right. For a small token of $100. No, I'm just kidding you. What you do is, as soon as the show is over, my show on Facebook, you just you can only share like the whole show.
Okay.
And I don't remember what time he was on. He was on after 8, between 8 and 8:30. So go like an hour, 10 minutes into the show, and it'll be there. That's the best I have to offer you.
That would be fantastic, Jim, and thank you again for doing what you do.
Well, and just out of curiosity, are you listening on the radio or watching on TV, or how did you hear about the show?
Listening on the radio, and you and I spoke just a little while back. I had taken a bunch of Christian youth to the youth rally in Ocean City, and you had offered to let me come on next year in December to see how I can do some fundraising for
Excellent.
my group to be able to pay our bills. So you've been very kind and generous, and I listen every Saturday here at work.
Well, thank you very much. And all right, well then, are you wanting a couple ice cream gift certificates or?
No, you use them for other people.
Okay.
You've got a lot of other people that could use it. So I thank you so much, though, for offering, and you have yourself a blessed weekend.
You too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye. All right, I'm going to do one more advertising segment, and then we're going to talk to Brian Pettyjohn.
All right, let's wait till you get back on the radio to do that, Jim.
Oh, this is your time, isn't it, Colin?
well, they're paying for radio time, not TV time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm all off track.
I just want to make sure you give them what they're paying for, Jim.
All right, well, good thinking. Keep me straight back there.
Well, hey, Brian out there, I guess you can see me. I can't see you, but...
He's beaming, Brian.
Beaming, that's right.
He's beaming.
Yes. We're beaming our Channel 14 signal out all over the county and into Maryland and into Kent County, too. So, we're happy that we're getting feedback from viewers on our channel. That's Channel 14 over the air. So if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching TV Delmarva on Roku or Amazon Fire, if you're in those areas, you point your antenna towards Seaford, and then you want to rescan and then look for Channel 14. We should come right up there, and you can watch us. This show actually will get played again a couple times during the week, and you'll be able to see it again. So advertisers on Jim's show are really getting a lot of bang for their buck. Even the radio advertisers, they're getting lots of TV time. So I think it's a good value for anybody that would want to advertise and get your message out, and get your message out to people that are actually going to patronize your business right in Sussex County. So I think that's in Lower Kent. And
there's one more note.
Yes.
We have an ice cream enjoying audience.
Yeah, you've noticed that, huh?
They like ice cream.
They like two things, ice cream and the word free.
Yes.
Yeah, they go together well. That's right. Yeah, Weller. So, hey, we do have another call, Jim.
Oh, okay.
Take this one?
Yeah, sure. Caller, are you there?
Yeah, Jim, Emery.
Emery, how you doing?
Good, brother.
And are you calling to buy some advertising?
I can do it.
All right.
Okay.
Emery's taking up kayaking. Emery West, yep.
Yes, Jim, like I said yesterday, those 2 kayaks, the people that I gave them to are tickled to death with them.
Well, very good.
So,
very good.
If you want kayaks, go see the man.
And are you calling for some ice cream?
Well, if you're going to give me some ice cream, give them to somebody that's needy of it.
Okay. All right. And anything else you want to add?
No.
All right. Well, then.
Another fine show.
All right. Well, then get out of here, Emery, and we'll see you sometime.
Okay, my friend.
See ya. Bye. All right, Colin, that was Emery
That
West.
was Emery West, yep, from Milton. So
Delaware.
Yeah, good Sussex County guy there, too, as well. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you got any advertising opportunities still, or are you sold out on TV?
We have lots of advertising opportunities, and here's the other thing. We're
Okay.
very open-minded to different types of advertising. If you notice at the top of the hour, we have a advertiser that has a spot there that it's the weather. So it's an automated weather thing, and I'm trying to get the attention of my switcher back here.
That's okay.
So... And it's an automated weather thing.
I was fine.
You look like you were starting to get uncomfortable, Jim. Like, I really need to rub my face, but I don't want anybody on TV to see me touch my face. That's
oh, my goodness.
So anyway, so yes, there's lots of creative opportunities, and if you have any interest, please get in contact with me. So Colin at tvdelmarva.com. You can call me directly on my cell phone. 302-242-8015. 302-242-8015. That's directly to me. You can even shoot me a text. I text. I Facebook message. You can message TV Delmarva directly on Facebook, or even me on Facebook. And so lots of different ways to get in touch. And we want to hear from you if you're interested in advertising and getting your message out there.
And, I would like to make this offer too, Colin. If you're watching and you're listening and you don't even know how to advertise, but you want to, feel free to send Colin a blank check. Sign the bottom. And we will guide you through the process, okay? And we won't overspend. We'll call your bank before we write it out and make sure we're not writing it for too much money.
1059.
You okay with that, Colin?
I'm okay with that.
All right, just checking. All right, everybody. Jim Weller here, and you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. It's a weekly show. We do it each and every week. We have a lot of fun doing it. So I'm in one room. My guests are in another room. Colin's in the back of the building. We're doing our best to keep our distance, okay? But anyway, I want to thank our audience. We have a lot of feedback every week. People say, Jim, I cannot believe one man can talk for 2 hours straight and not stop talking. Truthfully, I can't grow hair and talk at the same time. So I've forfeited the hair growth in order to be able to talk so much. And y'all may not know it, y'all, but we used to do this show for 3 hours. So anyway, these 2 hours is nothing. But it's a weekly show. If you ever want to be on, if you got something to say, sell or promote. Some people, are, nonprofits. We don't charge them. If somebody out there needs some promoting and wants to buy some time, we would appreciate that. Myself and Colin Walls with TV Delmarva, Weller Does Delmarva. A lot of expense to this. Nobody's paying us. We're paying for everything. Even the building that we're in and everything else. So if you wanted some advertising, we would appreciate your support, whether it's on Weller Does Delmarva or TV Delmarva. We're all kind of in it together, but we don't want to just sell you advertising. We want to help you get results. That's the other thing. And if you got something we can give away on this show, like ice cream or something like that, maybe not ice cream, but like T-bone steaks or even filet mignon or something like that, or crab cakes, lobster, something like that. If you got some stuff you want us to give away for you, let us know. Anyway, let's talk real quick about my accountant, okay? I got the big meeting coming up, which is going to tell me, do I owe any money or does somebody owe me money? But anyway, Luff & Associates is a sponsor of the show. George Luff, Team Luff, they do a good job for me. I've been with them 25, 30 years. I don't even know how long, but we do well with each other. So I'm a good customer, and he does a good job for me as far as accounting, and he will do it for you, whether you're an individual or whether you're a business, whether you want some help muckling through some of these new guidelines that are coming our way. Feel free to call Luff & Associates. 3 locations. They got one in Rehoboth, one in Milford, and one in Dover. And also, they help me with my payroll. They have a service or a system called Easy Payroll, and we've been dealing with them now probably 3 years just on that. So if you need help with your payroll, even if you don't deal with them for your accounting, they will help you out with your payroll. So it's Luff and Associates. Phone number's 302-422-9699. 422-9699. LuffCPAs.com on the web. Good people. They'll do a good job for you. Tell them I sent you. 422-9699. Luff and Associates. All right? Now, here he is, our senator, one of our favorite senators in Delaware, and his name is Brian Pettyjohn. Senator Brian Pettyjohn. Is that right?
Yes, not Brian.
Not Brian.
Not Brian. Brian.
All right. Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't have even heard any of what I said.
I heard all of that.
So, anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Good to see you from at least 6 feet away.
Isn't this kind of neat how we got this all set up?
It is. It is.
And there's
relays back and forth, between the different areas. Yeah, that's good.
This little building's got quite a little history to it, just it's kind of neat being out here in the middle of nowhere.
It is. It is.
Yeah. So anyway, so what's it like being a senator in the middle of all this that's going on in our world right now?
Interesting, to say the least.
Okay.
A lot of constituent relations, a lot of phone calls and emails, Facebook messages, text messages, just people asking what's going on.
Right.
What are they allowed to do? Are they allowed to go to the doctor's, appointments? Are they allowed to take their parents to doctor's appointments? Questions about funerals.
Yeah.
All sorts of different things that are going on right now. Just people have questions.
Right. Our world has got things we've never thought of.
Exactly. So, a lot of people just don't know. So they're turning to their local elected officials to answer their questions, to be that source of information, the trusted source of information. I've been sending out email updates every day.
Wow. Yes, you have.
On what's going on.
Yep, and I like that too.
Yeah, and really the point of that is just to let people know, without any type of editorialization, what has happened today, what the latest orders are, what the numbers are, so that they can make informed decisions on what they need to do.
And I like that you're not rendering opinions, you're rendering facts.
Yes.
Here's stated things to the point, and that's that. I would also like to tell people this is the advantage to having an elected official that's from the community. In other words, you're very connected. You're not technically my senator, but I do ask you lots of questions.
Yes, you do.
You're always very responsive. In other words, so I appreciate that. But aren't you running again this year?
Yeah, I am.
Are we allowed to talk about that or not really?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, well, I was just going to say. Yeah. This is, I had somebody say to me one time, who is Brian Pettyjohn? And I've moved here, and why would I? I said, well, here's the main thing. You moved here. You need somebody representing you that's been here.
Yeah.
Somebody that knows the community, that knows the players, that knows the ins and outs of things. And I find you're just very involved and very responsive, whether people are in your district or not in your district.
Right.
You care.
Well, the way I view things is this. I'm elected by the people that serve my district, but when I make a vote or when decisions are made up at Legislative Hall, my vote just doesn't affect the 45,000 plus or minus people that are in my district. It affects everybody. So I'm always willing to engage people, whether they're in my district or outside my district. Whether they're in Sussex County, Kent County, Newcastle County, City of Wilmington. I engage with people all over the state.
Well, I appreciate it.
And I listen to their opinions, and I take all of that into account when I take votes up at Legislative Hall, when I propose legislation out there, and all that comes into play.
Wow, and you do a good job.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
You do a good job.
Appreciate it.
Now, I see your daughter's going to be driving.
Yes.
Wow.
Now, she's in the middle of driver's ed right now.
Okay.
Which is kind of on hold.
That's right.
Yeah, she's done, I think, 2 or 3 drives now. I think she's got 1 or 2 left.
Okay.
She's almost done her class. She's got a few more hours to go in her class, but all that's on hold right now. So
I never thought of that.
Yeah. So she's kind of itching to get back to school so that she can finish that out. But her driver's ed teacher has been in contact with her and with us.
Okay.
Through email, through phone call, and another good Sussex County family.
Right.
Moore. Yeah. He's Mr. Moore.
Oh, Moose.
Yeah. Merrill Moore's son, Merrill, as their driver's ed teacher.
Oh, really? Okay.
So, it's, there's a lot of good contact, and they're just trying to figure out how to make things work right now.
Right.
And that's what a lot of, not just education, not just the driver's ed, education generally, business, they're just trying to figure out how to make things work in this new temporary normal that we're in right now.
You may not believe this for me. I mean, Weller's is open. And normally I'm like, come on in, see us. We got, I'm all about more traffic through the door.
Right.
It is so hard for me to even say the words. Don't come in unless you need it now. If you don't need it till June or July, put it off. In other words,
visit us on our website. Take a look at what we've got, and then come in and buy.
Right.
Check. That's sanitized.
It's just so hard, but it's going good. Like, people pull up and they call on, and I think people have gotten more accommodating. In other words, like, they're glad you're open if you're open, and they aren't buying it if they don't need it, and it's been a different experience. But I would say our community, Lower Delaware, has really rallied well.
They have.
I see local places where people are driving up and they're giving out food, and I see some of the poultry plants, giving out truckloads of chicken, and I think they were down to Nanticoke Hospital the other day giving it to the people that work there, and it just, people are making masks, and I saw Sound Effects is making something, and Dogfish is making the hand sanitizer, and what an amazing community we live in.
It is.
I mean, they didn't have to wait for Congress to make a decision or anything. I mean, they just are getting it done.
And look, a lot of these things that they're doing, they're not charging for them.
Correct.
They're just using material that they have. They're keeping their people busy.
Yes.
Instead of laying them off, they're using some of their business reserves to keep them there, to keep them working. They're using some of the spare material that they have or that they can get a hold of and making these things.
Yep.
And it's just amazing to see. And that's one thing that really makes us special here. Whether it's Sussex County, whether it's Kent, Newcastle, it's a Delaware thing where, where when times get tough, when the going gets tough, everybody kind of pulls together
out a way
and gets things done.
Yep, we do.
And, you mentioned before, I'm running for re-election. There's a lot of us that are running for re-election. We're not campaigning now. This isn't campaign time. This is nose to the grindstone time, helping our constituents, getting things done, getting them the answers that they need, and we'll deal with the politics later.
Right.
But right now, it's about helping each other.
Yep. Because technically, you or I, we're in the people business. The pastors that we're on. I mean, technically, all of us, people don't even realize it. Whether you work somewhere. I mean, you're technically, that's the business we're all in at the end of the day, is we're in the people business.
Well, and that's the business that most of us should be in. Is
I
the
agree.
People business is helping one another out, especially in times like this. And I've just been so proud of our community for doing those things, for stepping up and being there for our community, being there for our neighbors, making phone calls to check on some of our elderly neighbors, to make sure they're okay because they can't get out right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's great.
Well, anything else you want to share? Or I don't know the right questions to ask.
I don't know if you've covered yet or not, but tomorrow over at the Marvel Museum.
Oh, let's talk about that.
Okay. Tomorrow there's going to be a church service Sunday, 8:30 over at the Marvel Museum.
Yep.
It's going to be a drive-in church service.
Keep your windows open. Closed.
Closed.
Yes, I had that wrong. Yep.
Yeah.
Keep your windows closed.
96.9 FM.
Okay.
They've got a little low power transmitter there.
Do it right
desktop transmitter like you see when you're going around listening to or looking at Christmas lights and they're playing music.
Yep.
Pull in there. They're going to have a church service. Keep your windows closed. There'll be people there telling you where to park. Make sure everybody's separated enough.
That's cool.
And Long Neck United Methodist Church is the church that's going to be doing the service. Pastor Bruce Rogers.
Okay. I know Bruce.
Yeah, he's my uncle.
Okay.
And also an attorney in Georgetown.
That's right.
He wears a lot of different hats there.
Yes, he does.
But great guy. He's going to be the pastor doing the service tomorrow. On behalf of Long Neck United Methodist Church. I think the following Sunday it's going to be Pastor Carmine from Cokesbury Church.
Okay.
Is going to be out there. So they're getting different churches, different pastors to organize this. And
this is
do the service.
The Marvel Museum is right off of 113.
Off of 113 Aero Safety Road.
Aero Safety Road. Yep. Okay.
And you'll enter from the South Bedford Street entrance, and they'll direct you where to park.
No charge or anything like that.
No.
Bring your family. stay in your vehicle, keep the windows up, tune your radio 96.9.
96.9.
All right, and you only get it if you're there. It's not a long ways away. You got to be there.
You got to be there.
This is a memorable time. Tomorrow's Palm Sunday. In other words, what a great event. So whether you're a church person or not a church person and you just want to do something, I say come. There's plenty of parking.
To get out of the house.
To get out of the house.
Yes.
And to hear something encouraging.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's that. All right. Well, I'm good unless you have anything else.
I'm great.
Can I ask if you like ice cream?
I love ice cream.
Okay, I won't make you say what's your favorite because there's a lot of good people making ice cream.
There are a lot of good ice cream shops in my district. Yeah.
Let's brag on somebody for just a minute.
Okay.
Wasn't it so cool to see Katie Evans on Shark Tank?
It was, and
wasn't that a heartwarming?
It was, and I sent her a text message during that, just saying, look, we're proud of you. We're all proud of you for what
she worked them.
She did.
I was thinking, man, you go, girl.
Very passionate about it.
And she said, I was chatting with her, and she said she had one shot at that. There was no retakes or do-overs or mulligans or whatever they're called. That was it. She did real good.
Yeah, she did. She did a great job. Really proud of her for getting out there and putting herself out there to do that. It's difficult.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Gave a lot of numbers, gave them quick. I was like, you go, man.
She knew her stuff.
Yeah, she did. So that was good. That's the Frozen Farmer.
The Frozen Farmer.
Evans Produce, I think, or Evans Farms.
Evans Farms, just east of 113 on 404. Or east of 13 on 404.
Yeah, good people.
Good people, yep.
All right. Is there anything else I need to know?
I don't think so.
All right.
Let's see. 22 years ago today, we lost our police chief in Georgetown. Usually there is a wreath-laying ceremony on the circle, but they're not doing that. It was Chief Gregg. Chief Harvey Gregg passed away while he was directing traffic on the circle.
Really?
So that was 22 years ago. At some point in time, you may see our current chief, R.L. Hughes, laying a wreath there at the monument that we placed. That was the last thing I did pretty much before I was done my term as mayor of Georgetown, is to get that monument up there. But 22 years ago today, so if you can keep the Chief Gregg's family in your thoughts today, that would be great.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you if that's okay.
That's great. Yes.
You've done a great job today.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. I do appreciate it.
Yep.
Okay.
Same.
All right. See ya. All right. There he goes, Brian Pettyjohn, everybody. Now, one more sponsor segment, and then we'll give away some more ice cream. How's that? Let's talk about L&W Insurance Agency, all right? They are a sponsor of the show. Naturally, they're friends of mine. Bill Strickland owns L&W Insurance Agency, and you say, well, Jim, how much insurance do you have? Well, I got all kinds of insurance because everything I got needs to be insured, and you can enjoy the benefits of dealing with L&W Insurance Agency just like I do. What I like about them is it's not just a toll-free number where you just get your policy and that's the end of it. I review things with them. I ask them questions. I said, would you look at this versus that? And if I raise my deductible, would it lower my premium? And what if I merge this policy with this policy? We're always looking at things. And what I like about L&W is they don't represent just one brand of insurance. They are hooked up with multiple companies so we can shop one against another with the same agent. And I know people that have bought insurance somewhere and had a claim and immediately got canceled, and they love their agent, but their agent only sold one brand of insurance, so then they had to start a relationship all over with somebody else. So at L&W Insurance Agency, they do a good job making the sale, guiding me through the process, and then when I have a claim, they are right in the middle of it, okay? So, again, it's L&W Insurance Agency. On the web, it's lwinsurance.com. On the phone, it's 302-856-7828, 302-856-7828, lwinsurance.com. And like them on Facebook. They're very, very active there also. Just a reminder, Weller's Utility Trailers is open today till 2. You kind of got to pull up, get on the phone, give us a call, and go from there. And what was I getting ready to say? And then we'll wait on you on a one-by-one basis. We're not looking to flood the building with people, okay? So the 1 year same as cash is still going on, and you say, how could that be? It was supposed to end in November, then December, then January, February, March. Now it's going all the way till the end of April. So if you want to buy something at Weller's, not sheds, not carports, but pretty much everything else, it's got to be $750 or more. You can literally buy it. You can finance it. You have a small monthly payment. But wait a minute, you don't even have a payment for the first 3 months. But as long as you pay that loan off in full within 12 months, you won't pay 1 penny in interest. So check that out at wellers.com. Call us on the phone, 302-337-8228 if you have any questions, and we will try our best to help you. 337-8228. All right, Tracy, did you get many pictures today? I was just curious. So I'm talking to Tracy now, off mic, but she's out there helping me, and she lines up the guests, and I want to say I appreciate her help on Saturday mornings. Now, let's open up the phone lines, and let's give away free kayaks. Oh, no, I can't do that today. Today's ice cream day. I'm sorry. That was a misprint. No free kayaks today. Free ice cream. I'm sorry. I know you had your heart set on a kayak. Free ice cream. So if you're listening and you would like 2 gift cards to Vanderwins, you have to do one thing. You have to call 422-7336 right now. And if you get through, I'm going to talk to you, and I'll set 2 aside for you. If you don't get through, you can't leave a message. It's beyond hope if you don't get through. So it's 422-7336 if you want some free ice cream from Vanderwins. It's a gift card for 2 ice creams, okay? So I don't know if you can use them both at the same time. I presume you can, but I don't even know exactly when Vanderwins is open right now. I don't have everybody's hours memorized, but I do know this. Weller's is open right now. Dry Zone is steady working on taking up our floor, and we are moving along with remodeling. We're putting a fresh coat of paint in the showroom. We are putting a new floor down. We're fixing up a few things. We're moving the counter to the other side of the room. We're doing some cleaning, and I have a phone call. Caller, are you there?
I surely am, Jim. How are you this morning?
I'm pretty good. Are you watching or listening, or how are you knowing about this show?
I have to listen to you because I'm working.
All right. And who am I speaking to?
Laura Conrad.
And how is Laura's day going?
It's going wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait to see your new showroom when it gets all done.
Me too. I'm sorry that things are so slow, and the economy for us is the way it is. But I am excited to have this breathing room to get some things done. So I'm going to set 2 gift cards aside for you. Okay.
Okay.
And have you ever been to Vanderwins?
Oh yes.
All right.
I generally go to the one right out of Greenwood. Generally, okay. I drop off a client, then I have to stop in there to, get revived, with some ice cream.
All right. Well, very good, Laura. So after 10 o'clock this morning, my people will know about it, and you can pick it up today or sometime in the future. We just don't know exactly when we're going to be open, okay?
Okay.
Right.
That sounds good.
Thank you for your support. I'll see you.
Okay. See you, sweetie.
Bye-bye. Bye. All right, everybody. So Jim Weller here. I'd love to give you some ice cream. Don't forget, tomorrow is Palm Sunday. You've got numerous opportunities. I personally I don't know if I would say a member, but I attend United Church, who has an online church service on Sunday at 10 o'clock. We heard from Pastor John Betts. He is having a church service at 11 o'clock. I think Brian said the drive-in service in Georgetown at the Marvel Museum was at 8:30 tomorrow. There is plenty of opportunities to watch church, listen to church on your terms right now. You don't have to get dressed up. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to give any money. A lot of people think churches only want your money. So this is an opportunity to prove that theory wrong. But anyway, I'm just letting you know there's a lot of good opportunities to hear the Word of God, listen to some praise and worship yourself, take communion if you want. So there's just a lot of good things going on tomorrow. If you would do me a favor, bless you out there, Tracy, bless you. I think she sneezed. I don't know. She stepped on her toe or sneezed. She coughed. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I just didn't. Okay. Well, bless you, child. All right. Anyway, what was I going to say? That Weller's is open, but there was something else I was going to say. But tomorrow morning, just a lot of good things going on. If you ever want to be on the show, but I want to thank you for watching the show. I get a lot of comments after the show, okay? And if you want to comment to me, you can text me. Just don't call me. As soon as I get off this show, I am hammered down to get some stuff done. So my phone number is 542-9157. If you want to text me, you can text me a criticism or a kind word. I'll take either. But today I got no time for phone calls. I'm sorry. But my store is open, 337-8228. If you need anything that Weller's has to offer, the phone number is 337-8228. It's wellers.com on the web. Like us on Facebook. Tell your friends about us. If you can't do any more than toot your horn when you go by, feel free to toot your horn when you go by. If you toot it twice, I know you really meant to do it, okay? We have a lot of people that make this show happen. Tracy helps out. I've got another lady named Jackie who lines up guests all week long. I've got Colin back in the back. I've got Colin the second. There's Jonathan. There's Lou. There's a whole team of people that make this show possible. And then there's Kate back at the radio station. So I say a big heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you. This is no small production. It takes a lot of work. It takes some money. And we appreciate all the people that make it happen. And we also appreciate you, our audience. Thank you very much. This isn't pay-per-view, so you don't have to pay to watch or listen. But we have a really good audience. Our advertisers all experience results from advertising on this show, which is what advertising is all about. So thank you for all the people involved. And I really do appreciate your support, your friendship, your viewing, and so on. Last chance for free ice cream. 302-422-7336. We're getting about ready to end the show. If you want some free ice cream, call me right now. If not, I'm going to say thank you. Happy Palm Sunday. Check out some of these church services. Be in prayer for one another. Be kind and courteous. Look out for one another and be safe out there, all right? Thank you. I hear the music. We are in the final seconds of the show. So God bless you. Share it. If you're watching on Facebook, the minute the show is over, hit the share button and share it to people. And I will see you next Saturday, all right? Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Peace out. I'll see you. Goodbye.
The preceding program was a paid commercial presentation.